Good morning, everybody. So I wanted to update you. I got a box of, believe it or not, red peppers that had started to get a little wrinkled, and so they couldn't use them at the school. And as you can see, they're like this. They're wrinkled. See how they're wrinkled? There wasn't any mold on them at all. But they can't serve them to the kids. You can't sell them that way. I suppose you could. However, for people like me, if you know your vegetables, is this beyond your normal? Yes. Have you ever been in the grocery store and you see the dried peppers, the hot peppers, dried peppers in there in the bags for people to use? You could buy them for, specifically the smaller hot peppers. Well, as long as they don't mold, they're not bad. So what I did was I have this tray that I chopped up into small pieces. This will go in the freezer. It's just parchment paper. You could use aluminum foil. However, I don't, because aluminum foil has been linked to Alzheimer's. And I feel that I don't need to use it. And with the aluminum shortage that's going on, I don't. I do have some reusable silicone that I can use, but I find the wax paper is a little bit easier than the silicone, so it doesn't get stuck. Then I've also got a tray of these ones, which will dehydrate like this. And this is what I was talking about. You can find whole mini peppers dehydrated like this for sale in the grocery store, in the Hispanic aisle and stuff, for that specific part. These were bananas that were all brown on the outside that I talked about in a previous video. So I got a quart, a very full quart of these bananas and these banana chips. I still have some more bananas that I got at the store that were marked down for produce. They were cleared and stout. A couple weeks ago, I got free bananas that were really brown from a store that they couldn't sell anymore, so I got them. So when you look at these peppers, so here's what I do. I cut them up, and then when you open them, you can see whether or not there's any mold on the inside. Now, there was one at 6 in the morning. I've been up doing peppers since, and this is my mess. This is me being lazy, sitting in front of the TV watching YouTube videos, doing my peppers. My husband's hunting, so I can do that. He's not up with me. There was one, this one, if you could see the mold on the inside? So once you cut it up and you open them, you can see. So this is obviously, this bag is going out for the chickens. And no, the meat birds I got are really, really good. Those hens are amazing at foraging. My cochins, my standard cochins, not so much. They're like, hello, that's not pelleted feed. So I won't be keeping the standard cochins. Those, they will all turn into chicken stock, probably this coming summer. I'll pluck them, and then I was thinking about the meat, too. I might use the meat and make some homemade cat food and dog food, because I can grind it up for, like I was making sausage. And I know it's super duper tough when you have old chickens like rubber. I don't think the dogs are going to care. I mean, they eat bones, so they'll be fine. So, in this box, I'm saving. Because, you know, in the summer when you're out and you're pulling stuff out of your garden, it's always nice to have something to put like your cucumbers in or your zucchinis in, and you can mix and match and put them in there. I mean, it's a perfectly good box. It's nice and sturdy. It's hard. So, yeah. That's what I'm telling you. I think we're going to see a lot more. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope everything just smooths right out now and we don't have any issues. But if we do, back to the peppers. If you don't see the black on the inside, even though the skin is wrinkly, it's still a good pepper. You can still use this pepper. You just cut it open. I don't even normally take all the seeds out. Once you have this all done and you have it dehydrated, these will go in freezer bags. I'll probably share it with my mom. I'll take some out and give her a quart or so, because I'll have plenty. And then you can just throw them in a stew. You can grab them and throw them when you're pan frying anything. You just throw a handful in there. Even if if you wanted them to be defrosted, I mean, really, it doesn't take long to defrost a handful of pepper. And I'll have pepper. I should probably have enough pepper for the rest of the winter now. So this is what you can do. And you can do this with your soups and stews. To make anything that you're going to put and let it boil for a while, or not even boil, just simmer for a while. It's going to be just like those there. As you can see, I've got yellow peppers in the back. Yellow peppers are for the guinea pigs. They're higher in vitamin C. And they'll eat them. The guinea pigs will eat this too. They eat pelleted dry food anyway, so there's really no difference between this and that. You could put this out for the chickens. You could soak it at night if you wanted to. You can also take this and grind it up and use it for your, I wanted to say pimento, but it's not pimento. For your red, you put it on top of deviled eggs. Why can I not think of that word? You can use it in lieu of your paprika. That's the word I'm looking for, paprika. So, you can have paprika, you can have animal fodder, you can have this for your spaghetti, your stir fries. I would use the frozen for my stir fries. You could freeze them in strips like this if you wanted to. Let's say you like to make fajitas or anything like that. And then you're just going to defrost them and pan fry them. The texture might be, well, it shouldn't be off because you normally pan fry them till they're nice and soft anyway. I wouldn't use dehydrated peppers or rehydrated for fajitas, but if you really needed to, you could. I mean, you're looking for the taste. And if they don't like the texture, grind it up into a powder. I had some pepper powder somewhere. When I get to the point where I have too much, I make a powder. And then when I'm making something like a sauce or something, if I don't have any of this left, I can just scoop the powder and put a tablespoon or a teaspoon, depending upon how much pepper flavor I want in the food. But this will be going, this took all day yesterday to do. So I'm assuming this is going to take all day today. But I have to get my behind in gear. I've got to go get my snow tires put on the car this morning, get my grocery shopping done, get home. I had a surprise in the barn yesterday morning, but I'll have a video for that later. And just wanted to talk about peppers. Don't throw away, just because it's a little wrinkly, don't throw it away. I mean, I wouldn't pay full price for this at the grocery store because it is wrinkly. However, if they clearance this out, I would buy it. I'd definitely buy them at a cheap price and then use them all up. These two I'm going to make a stir fry tonight, and I'm going to slice these up, some of these fresh. And I might make some, I like stuffed peppers. Nobody else in my house likes stuffed peppers. So what I've done is I've changed it around, and I've made like a little stuffed pepper casserole. And then I eat it, because I'm the only one who'll eat it. And I just put all the ingredients that would go in stuffed peppers, and I chop up the peppers, and I mix it all together, and then I just bake it. Maybe I'll make a video on that. So, and it gives me the option. I can have stuffed peppers when nobody else wants stuffed peppers. Everybody else is like, I don't like those. I love them. I made some the night I got these, because I had some spaghetti meatball sauce in the fridge from the previous night's dinner, and I'm like, ooh, I could chop up those meatballs and mix it all in and throw in my sauerkraut. So that's probably why I'm the one who only likes stuffed peppers here, is because it's full of sauerkraut. Mine is. When I make it, I put sauerkraut in mine. So that's what my mom always did, and I loved hers. I still do, but she doesn't make it very often. It's pretty time consuming, whereas it's way less time consuming to make the casserole, because you just pretty much dump it in, mix it up, put it in the oven, let it bake for a while, and then you're done. So, quick note on, looks like the coffee's been on for 2 hours, so I turned the coffee on at 4:21 this morning. Yes, that's when I got up, 4:21. I can't lay in bed. If I'm awake, and when I wake up, I can't go back to sleep. It's the most disgusting thing in the world. I get so frustrated when other people my husband can just turn the alarm off, roll over, go right back to sleep. Meanwhile, I'm laying there with my eyes wide open. When we first got married, he's one of those people that would hit the snooze button repeatedly. And so it got to the point where I was like, if you hit that one more time, we're all getting up. I will wake everyone in this house up, because that's not fair to me. If you set the alarm, get up, get out of bed, go. Don't hit the snooze 5 times, because the only person getting out of bed is me now. So, all right, guys, on that little blurb, don't throw away wrinkled red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, even hot peppers, little hot peppers. Because you can dehydrate them and you can cut them up and you can freeze them. I think you could probably freeze the jalapenos whole. Little ones? I don't know. I haven't tried it. I've diced them and frozen them. But I've never tried the whole, like, jalapenos, little ones to freeze. I don't know how that would work. Have a good afternoon, people. Bye.